Hello!
Hello!
This week we're making a very quick, simple modification to our campervan. So in this week's video we're going to do a very simple modification to the campervan, something we've wanted to do for a while. We have the parts, and Caroline's brought me my trusty bear tool. What else are you going to do in this video?
I'll be doing nothing else in this video. I'll just be here at the beginning and the end to say hello, thank you for watching, goodbye. In the meantime, I'll be making him a roast dinner to reward him for his excellent hard work.
Yeah, this is definitely a Sunday afternoon job, so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so to show you what the wardrobe issue is, you can see lovely wardrobes, very useful. We actually use the wardrobe. I know a lot of people don't like wardrobes in their campervan. They change them into shelf units, but we actually use it for hanging clothes and all sorts of storage. So the problem with it on this van is you open it and it stops there. And then you open the other side and it stops there. And then I can't move. So I'm now trapped in the wardrobe. So the idea is to fit new hinges that will allow the doors to open 170 degrees rather than 90 degrees as they do now. Hopefully a very simple modification, but you can see it's quite frustrating. Also, because you're in the wardrobe, it's dark, there's no light inside, so having them open out further will get more light into there. So it should be a simple mod. Just so you can see what it's like, this is the wardrobe, so we've got it empty at the moment because we're not away. Oh, let's squeeze past it. You see how dark it is. So it's very useful. It's got a hanging rail at the top, and then a bar in the middle, fire extinguishers in here, and also the pole for the table. We keep a spare table in here as well. That sits in when we're travelling and gives us plenty of extra storage space. But as you can see, that's as far as it goes forward. It comes back and sits flush. But it's quite difficult to use without opening all the way. So it looks relatively straightforward. 2 screws here, 2 screws there, replacement hinge, different style, and hopefully it'll be the same position, same holes. So I'll speed this bit up. I'll remove both doors, we'll take them off and have a look at the hinges and make sure they fit in a line. With the door off, you can see how much light there is already. So very simple, they're held on by 2 holes at the top there, you can see just taking them out. So the door's now off, and it's just held on by these hinges here and here. So I'm just going to replace them now and see if it fits. I'm just going to do one door obviously first before I take the other one off, just to make sure they do actually fit. So these are the hinges, and they're bought from Screwfix, got them from Screwfix. They are Blum clip top screw on hinge, 170 degree. They look very similar to the previous ones. They're slightly bigger, so I'll get them out now and just replace the one on the top there and see if they fit. I'm pretty sure it will, but we'll give it a go. Okay, so you can see where the hinges come out from there. It just pops out with the 2 screws. So I'm going to take the new hinge, just make sure it's the same size in the hole. I'm hoping it is. This is the new one at the pack. You can see it's much bigger. Put them side by side because obviously it's got the extended arm. So let's just make sure it fits in place. Yes, it does. Let's see if the holes align. Okay, you can see that's on now, it's in there. The holes weren't exactly aligned, so I actually just had to put new holes in, but the screws are self-tappers that came out of the wardrobe, so I didn't need to drill anything. I just literally gently screwed them in. I always use a hand tool rather than a power tool because you can over tighten them with a power tool on delicate furniture, so I always try and use a hand tool. But that's in now, on there nice and rigid, attached in the same hole. The hole was the same size, but the screw holes were slightly different, so they're in, but it's nice and neat. There's no gaps either side. So let's see if it fits. So just another point on these hinges, there's a little catch on them, so you can release the bit that, if this is the bit that fits onto the wardrobe itself, obviously this is the door that goes in the wardrobe, there's a release catch. So I release that catch there, try and do it with one hand with the camera. Whoops. Ping, that pings off, you can see there. And then the catch is actually handed, so it shows you which way it's supposed to go. So you can see that there's an arrow on it, and that shows you the arrow of where that's supposed to go. You can see it through the camera. Not able to see it. Anyway, it shows you which way it's supposed to go. So that's the arrow's facing outwards against the wall of the wardrobe. So I don't know if you can see that now, there's the wardrobe door. I have hit a bit of a snag, so I need to try and figure out what the snag is, but if I open the wardrobe out now, it comes all the way out, lovely, and sits 170 degrees, so you can see the hinge works beautifully, and the wardrobe door is now all the way out and expanding. But I can't, for some reason, get it to shut all the way back. The catch isn't working properly, so I think I maybe need to play with the catch to try and adjust it or something. So I'll switch the camera off and have a play and see exactly why the wardrobe won't now shut, which is a bit annoying. Hopefully you can see this. So I discovered what I needed adjusting to make it work. There is a screw just there, and if you adjust that screw, if I go either way, hang on a second, other way, you can see the wardrobe moving, it pulls it in, and the other way pushes it out. So I just adjusted it out so it was clear, like that, max. And that now literally clears the cupboard and closes, and then the locking engages, catches as well as it was before, and it's now shut firmly. Perfect. I'm very pleased. The doors now open all the way out. Nice and simple job. No drilling, nothing required, just simply removing the screws and changing the hinges. Very pleased indeed. Time to show Caroline. So obviously before I bring Caroline back out, I'll do the second door as well. I just did the first door, so you can see the difference. That's the original door hinge. Looks very similar. So the door opens from there. You can see the wardrobe. It opens back to 90 degrees. The new hinge on the other side opens 170 degrees, so it goes all the way back. Now I can walk down past the wardrobe without getting trapped in it. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Very simple DIY modification to your campervan if you've got doors that don't open all the way out. Makes it much easier now to get in the wardrobe. So anything else?
No, I look forward to my new accessible wardrobe, which I will be filling on the next trip.
Oh no, great. Okay, thanks for watching. Next week's video we will be away in the van, so we've got another trip coming up and we're exploring a new type of pitch. See you next week. Bye.